to Just Between Us, a channel where we give you tips on how to scam your closest loved ones.
What? Am I being scammed right now?
So this week I thought we would talk about if I'm scared to give birth.
Are you?
I try not to think about it.
Yeah, well that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think you should prepare.
In any way.
No, I feel like listen, what can you do to prepare? You're going to be there, it's going to happen. Just go with what's happening in that moment.
Well, there's all these TikToks that I'm being fed constantly about these movements that you should be doing to prepare your body to have an easier labor.
Now?
Yeah.
Do them now?
Well, yeah, to get your body ready for it.
Well, what are they?
I don't know. I mostly.
But a lot of that stuff, speaking of, a lot of that stuff scammy, right? Take this
Pilates
vitamin.
isn't scams. I'm talking about movements.
They want you to do Pilates.
Or these certain body movement. They're not like supplements.
I know, but what if the scam is you following their channel and liking their content, but the movements don't matter?
All right.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I do think there's something to if you've built up your pelvic floor before you give birth, that's helpful.
Sure. That makes sense.
And if you have certain, mobility or being comfortable in certain positions. I don't know.
Sure.
There's all this stuff too about how, giving birth on your back isn't the only option.
Oh yeah, apparently that's bad.
You can just squat and catch your baby.
That would be cool as hell. That's so metal. That would be so fucking metal.
But yeah, I it's too much information.
That's what I agree.
It's I don't need to know all of these things. And also I feel like I don't need to know them yet. And then my whole approach to this is avoidance and dissociation.
That'll serve you during the birth, I'm sure.
Because my doctor last week was so I guess he was asking if I had any sort of birth plan or whatever, and I was like, look, I have absolutely no idea how much my contractions are gonna hurt.
Right.
I've experienced severe pain in my life before with my knee surgeries.
I was gonna say the knee.
And so I don't know where this will fall on the scale of pain, because also people have experienced different levels of pain.
Yep,
You'll meet some woman who will be yeah, they were actually fine, and someone will be it was a worse pain. You can't even imagine, I couldn't tolerate it for a second.
Yep.
And so I'm I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna see
right.
where this pain level's at. And then if it's something I don't want to tolerate, then I'll get an epidural. But if I can tolerate it, then I won't.
Yeah, there's no shame in any way of people are very shamey and self-shamey about I had to get a C-section, I had the epidural, blah blah blah. I think it's all made up.
What's made up?
All the this is gonna make your baby this way and this is gonna make your baby this way.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I mean, I think
obviously a C-section, the baby's gay. We all know that. But other than that,
well, that's my other thing is I'm gonna attempt a vaginal birth.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work out, then I'm happy to have a C-section.
Yeah, whatever.
But some people go in being I want a C-section first.
Right.
Or I know I'm planning a C-section.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way. I'm taking it very we'll see what happens. I
think that's the best way to do it.
I hope so. Who knows? Maybe I'll be a total nightmare, but I don't know. I think it helps. I think it helps that I've experienced extreme pain in my life.
Definitely.
So even though I don't want to do that again, there's a part of me that knows that I can do it.
And I think for you too, it's helpful to me to be what's this going to be? 24 hours at most?
Well, no, sometimes it's 36.
Sure. But it's not going to... Something that I would do with pain is I'll go... If I'll be in pain and I'll go, well, it's not it's going to be like this for a month. If it's something like a birth or with top surgery or whatever, I was okay, in a year, you're not going to be in pain. Certain things like that where if I put a crazy timeline on it, then if it's you'll be fine in 6 months, and then I'm fine in 1 month, I'm oh my God, that was even better than I thought. But I made up the timeline. So you could be I'm not going to be giving birth for a week, and then when you're giving birth for 36 hours, you're see, that was nothing.
I don't know if it'll be nothing.
I'm just saying, sometimes the mental trick of doing that works.
And I also feel like sometimes, like, people will be like, who've had really bad labor stories will be like, do we want to hear this? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, is this going to be upsetting to you? And I totally understand where they're coming from, and I appreciate it, but I'm sort of the mind of, like, again, that's, like, the likelihood that what will happen to me will be exactly what happened to you is, like, it's like 1 in a million.
Right.
Like, there's so much variety.
Right.
So, like, hearing these horrible stories, it's like, yeah, I mean, obviously I don't want that, but I feel like knowing that that's a possibility, it doesn't, like, increase the possibility that will happen to me.
Yeah. Like when you watch a serial killer movie and you're like, just because I saw this movie doesn't mean that I'm going to get serial killed.
Right. Exactly. And that, like, you know, also they got through it. Right? Like,
right.
They're here to tell the tale.
That's right. This is a very good color on you, by the way.
Oh, thank you. My mommy always said, like, blue was my color.
Yeah, I really like it.
Thank you.
How was Jocelyn's labors?
Horrible.
Well,
that was a whole other thing. Was that Jocelyn's pregnancies and labors were awful.
Yeah.
Well, her second labor was a C-section, so that was more like the recovery of the C-section was tough. But as my mom once told me, my experience won't be like Jocelyn's because I have childbearing hips.
Ruth. Although that was when you said her labor was terrible, I was like, she's like a stick.
Well, right, exactly. And she had a big baby. Bella was 9 pounds.
Right, so I I was like, I didn't, sorry to Jocelyn, but my first thought was like, she's not built for that. There's no way. Of course they were horrible. She's not built for that life.
It's just like such a classic, your mom says something like with the best of intentions and then you're like, how dare you say I have childbearing hips? And now I'm like, yeah, I do. That's great. I like keep coming back to it. It's like a comfort.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's you gotta be sturdy for that kind of thing.
Yeah, like I feel like my body is built to handle.
Built for tough.
But also, like, who knows? Like, could go really bad. And like, you know what? My mom's dead.
I knew you were gonna say that.
That's my whole new.
I knew you were gonna say that. That you were gonna be like, how bad could it be? I didn't want to say that, but I was. When you were like, I've been through pain, I was gonna be like, yeah, what could be worse than that?
Like, truly.
That's what I think.
It's like fundamentally changed the way I think about everything.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, and the baby dies. The baby dies.
But okay, I can't figure out if that's good or bad.
Me neither.
But it's like, because it is, I mean, you're not wrong is the thing. Like, I'm not, like, you know, like, I'm not one of those friends who's going to be like, no, well, I'm like, no, that's true.
I mean, it's kind of true, right?
Yeah.
Like, anything could happen.
Literally anything. Literally, I would not be surprised by anything.
You either get through it or you don't.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you. 100%. Worrying about stuff, you're not even thinking of the worry that it's going to be. Like, you're not even, whatever it's going to be, or if it's bad, hasn't even entered your mind yet.
I mean, what I'm very curious about is, like, right now I'm in this, you know, like, no attachment kind of spot. And I wonder if, like, once my baby is born, if I will start to worry about their well-being.
Definitely.
In a way that I haven't really been worrying about anything's well-being since my mom.
Oh, I hope so. That would be nice.
Yeah. But, like, this idea of, like, oh, no, like, I gotta check that my baby's breathing, I gotta check all this stuff, like, what do I gotta get this, I gotta do that, I'm like, you know, the baby's gonna have its best shot at life.
But I think
like,
you will.
I'm not gonna be irresponsible.
Yeah.
But, like, I have, like, no instinct right now to be hyper vigilant about stuff, and I don't know if, like, that will kick in once the baby's born.
If it doesn't kick in, it's fine. I'm still here. Do you know what I mean?
But I think that if, like, this had happened, if I had a kid before my mom died, my instinct would have been more hypervigilance. And now I'm sort of like, I'm going to do my best. The baby's going to do their best. And we're going to see what happens.
I love that. It's like you're having a kid in the 70s. I was explaining dead internet theory yesterday to someone, which is the idea that in the future, the internet will just be bots talking to bots. And I was like, what if the channel hasn't been real this whole time and all the comments are just bots?
But we've met people in real life.
Have we?
Yeah. There's no way that humans are going to stop posting.
But
I think that there will be a lot of interaction between bots.
Yeah.
And that's already happening, I'm sure.
Yeah, did you see the video of the one is a scheduler bot and one is a bot for like a Hilton Honors or whatever, and they're both bots talking to each other to schedule?
How'd it go?
I think well. And now they're married.